Well, no funny business today, no funny intro, nothing like that as welcome back guys to the Grimsby Town FIFA 21 Grimsby to Glory or Road to Glory. As today, I did not realise this last time out, but just looking and turning my equipment on, I realised we could mathematically get promoted today. And it isn't the final game of the season, don't you guys forget, as we still do have 2 games after this, as we have Forte of Swansea and QPR tomorrow, which will be hopefully the finale if we're not in the playoffs, which we are guaranteed by now. Get in there, it's a little celebration with Barnsley, Millwall, Crystal Palace and Norwich City being the games today. I'm going to play Barnsley, Crystal Palace and Norwich, and I'm going to simulate Millwall, who were in the Premier League last year but not having the best time this year. I'm going to have to get straight into the press conference. I apologise, my phone is going to die on me as Football Friendly says signed Patrick Roberts from Norwich. That's definitely a good shot. If you guys remember, the OGs of you will remember that I had a save with Southampton on Football Manager last year in lockdown, and honestly it was fantastic. If you could do the same on FIFA, I'd definitely look at him. Jenny Kirwan with a good comment saying sign that Reading helmet, boy. That is the best way I've heard someone refer to a player. It's just hilarious. And yeah, I think his name was like Vivasi or something, Viveri from, was it Reading? Yes, the centre back. Yeah, it says Reading in the comment. Yeah, it was really good against us, so I'll definitely look at him. And the last one, Adam Palmer saying look at Terrell Egbrit from Southend, could be a good replacement for Dayan when he leaves because his release clause of course has been paid. And yeah, I think that's a good suggestion, going down lower league. I mean, I don't really like Southend at the moment because they're keeping Grimsby in the relegation zone, but I don't mind building them up from down low. So, Barnsley first, which is, I wouldn't say a derby game, but a bit of a grudge game, as Jeff just keeps asking to play. We need to pick up maximum points from today. Crystal Palace are 7, I think it's 7, oh no, sorry, not 7, 5 points behind us. If they get a draw, it would be 7. If they lose, it could be as high as 8, as we still do have to play them. Fulham have won the game that they have played, so the games in hand have been played, so now they're actually 2 points behind us. All played 40. We've got to get this win today. Don't want to be dropping back down to 3rd. That would be a disaster, as Forster is in the goal. Stacey, Gehi, Ivan and Mola make up the 4 at the back, with Dowell, Hove, Wing and Serescu in front, with Campanzano and Semenyo up top. Also, just a bit of credit before we go into this next game for Lewis Wing, being a perfect replacement for Brandon Pope whilst he's sidelined probably till the end of the season now, so he won't see the promotion party if it comes through. But starting off against the 21st place side. God, I hate playing teams under 20th. Oh god, it's away at Oakwell as well, which is going to make this even more difficult, as Jack Walton is in the net. Williams, Ray Mikers, Halm and Sibic. With Williams, I'm guessing that's a 5 at the back from them because he is the number 3. With Chaplin and Gald in the midfield. Fraser, Kane and Christy Davies. That team looks all over the place. Herbie Kane's not a striker, Chaplin is in central midfield. I'm guessing it might change in game, but looks like Kane's taking kickoff. It's the formation that I just don't rate at all. Of course, teams don't do well with it, I don't think. Like Bournemouth, who came down from the Prem, playing 2 in the midfield, 5 at the back. It's too defensive. And yeah, with a mismatched team, I don't think they stand a chance. Of course, with the run we're on, but nothing's guaranteed in a bit of a grudge game like this one is. A friendly grudge, though. It's not a derby rivalry, like intense, like Hull and Scunthorpe would be, as Ivan does get the ball here, tries to put it down the line. It is terrible, as it's going to be a throw-in for Fraser as well. Goes back to Williams to keep in the ball. It's also Johan Hove playing against his old club, the Norwegian. Like, completely forget he plays here. I don't think he's at Derby, or not Derby, Barnsley in real life. I'm pretty sure, as Dal has the ball right here. Goes down the line to Johan Hove right here, who made a good run. Can we try and do something with it? Is there an overlap on? A little one. Dal's a bit late, and he doesn't have much pace for a winger, but he does have a good delivery, a really good one. It's over Campanzano to no one as well. Decent cross in my opinion, as Lewis Wing now has the ball. It's good passing from us, as Hove tries to find that pass through in the middle, looking for Antonio Semenyo, I think his name is. I think that's it. It's either Anthony or Antonio. As I tried to look at it, Chaplin with the ball as well in the midfield. He's actually doing pretty well there, and Kane can't say the same up front. And here is Johan Hove on the charge forward. Gives it to Lewis Wing. Can we get a run on anywhere? No. Campanzano with it. Semenyo, there he goes, behind the defender who gets a bit of a hook on it. We've still got the ball in front of Apo Halm. Cut back try and do something with it. He's still got the ball here. Can he find someone on the edge? He finds Hove, and can Hove score against his old club? What a save, Walton. Keeper's actually doing pretty good. It's going to be hard to break him down, I think, as Ivan leaps though, and it's another great save from Jack. He's actually really, really good as Dowell. Third time lucky, maybe Semenyo does get his head on it, but it hits the other defender at the same time, so the ball doesn't really get momentum going towards the goal. And we've got to try and spark it again here with some good passing. Dowell, it is really good. Semenyo, Sorescu with a good run. Bit of a dodgy touch, still got the ball, but no power underneath it. Punzano, though, now onto Semenyo again. Semenyo from range, it's hit the crossbar. Oh my, the keeper was beaten that time. Surely he was dipping below him and just dipped onto that crossbar. Barnsley are on very thin ice. Their keeper has done tremendously well to keep it at this, as Wing has gone down injured. Our replacement central midfielder, maybe that requires Dowell going in the midfield now from now on, and it's actually a stoppage in play. He is down for good, is Lewis Wing, after I praised him, of course, typical. As yeah, I'm going to have to move him into the middle, Dowell, and we don't have a natural left mid. I think it's going to have to be Joe Lolly and maybe Sorescu on the left. Yeah, that kind of works. Not what we want, but what we were forced into. As there we go, the full-time whistle, or the half-time whistle. I always get them mixed up. And it is 0-0. At least it's not one apiece. Not going to look at other scorelines, although they did pop up very briefly. I just want to get onto this game and try and switch our fortunes, as this really isn't good enough. But like I said, teams down below us in the league, it's so difficult to just beat them and get the goals flowing. As now it's Mark Gehi to charge forward. First time he's touched the ball, I think, this game. And Semenyo with a terrible pass. Just got to try and spark into action sooner rather than later, as Campunzano has a run of Dowell here. He's going to hit it first time, looking for that top corner, and was a clean hit, but nothing really to test the keeper, as we need to try and do that more, although he's on a really, really good game so far. And Hove tries to win that header, can't do so, drops to Chaplin, now into Gould. Freezer making the run, Herbie Kane, missed the slide. And it's Gould with the ball here near the defence. It's Fraser who steps inside, gives it to Herbie Kane. Tries to play a 1-2. It's chipped over the top to Kane. And now he tries to go back. Ball straight into space, though, as we are kind of chasing it a bit loosely here. It's passed backwards into Connor Chaplin. Now into Christy Davies. Goes for a 1-2. Good step ahead as from Stacey, as Hove tries to get a quick couple of balls going there. I wanted that to go to plan. It has done. Campunzano running through on goal. It needs to come here. Cuts inside. Gives it to Semenyo. Great block. That time it's Apo Halm in the way, as I feel like this is just going to be a stumbling block if we can't get this result. Semenyo and Walton. Jack Walton has been superb for Barnsley in this game. The pressure we've put on him and the saves he has made, I think he warrants them a draw. And in real life, Barnsley are actually on flames, so they're playing like they are in real life. The squad's all over the place. The team lineup and formation is just not good, I don't think. But we have struggled humongously here at Oakwell, as that was a foul. Ivan with a free kick. We've got 9 minutes to salvage something, and it could be a big 3 points. We really do need 3 points in this one as well, as Campunzano's making the run through as well. Shibik isn't close enough, but he still managed to block it. And I can't stress, boys, how important a win would be here, as Campunzano, I was not aiming it there. I was aiming it fully left, and he throws it straight to Barnsley. We've just thrown away the ball. And we could have thrown away the game, you know, because that is a great run from Kaminsky. No one is closing him down, as Dowell has to try and get back. The Cam doing most of the defending, as it's going to be a draw here. You can just tell Kaminsky to Gould, and it's a draw with Barnsley 0-0. Terrible game, absolutely terrible. That could be Crystal Palace back above us now if their game goes to plan, as we just didn't look like we wanted to win. As it's on to Millwall next, but that's the winning streak over. I mean, we're still unbeaten, of course, but not winning, as they are still 2 points behind us. They must have lost or drawn themselves. I think they drew themselves, and Fulham, that was a great chance to get closer to Fulham. Now they have a full 3 points ahead, but I think our goal difference is greater. We scored for fun last time out, so let's hope that's the case. And Lewis Wing out for 7 months. He's supposed to be the backup brigade when someone else gets an injury, but it looks like he's going to be injured himself. So the team is going to be quite difficult to pick, I think, next time out, but we've still got to put faith in the players that we have as we move on to Millwall, not at the Den though. What am I going to do with this team then? I think I'm just going to do this. as wing is out with Forster in the goal. Stacey, Gehi, Ivan and Mola with Osborne. Even though I've just trained him to be a right mid, he should be able to play left. Hove, Dowell and Serescu in right midfield with Camponzano and Semenyo. Actually, how does this look? The other way around? No, it's lower rated. So yeah, we'll go for that one. I think Dowell gets more involved in the middle field as well. So I know he isn't a cam, which is his usual spot, but I do trust him there, as it's a simulated game as well. Should get the win. The only simulation of today. It's the same formation that Barnsley just played. This cannot be points dropped. It cannot. I emphasise. If this is, as it isn't, that would have been a big problem. Camponzano and Osborne make sure it isn't, though. As I am predicting, Crystal Palace and Fulham won. I didn't get to see there, but I always just predict they get the results now because they want to keep the pressure on, as Fulham are yet to play and Palace did get the win. As we go into them next, I cannot stress how important this next game is. This can be automatic promotion or playoffs and possible misery again. So here we go. No build-up, no magic. Fulham have won the game as well, so we still are 3 points behind them with 4 games to go. You know, we can still win the league. We can still go into the playoffs. It is that tight. I think it's going to be 1st to 3rd for us. I don't think we'll finish lower than 4th, as I think I'm going to have to go with the same team again. The 11 Warriors for this game are Forster, Stacey, Gehi, Ivan Mola, Osborne, Hove, Dowell, Serescu, Camponzano and Semenyo. And I've just realised with wing going out the team, it actually is strong with Osborne on that wing. Although he hasn't played the best, it is higher rated. So hopefully, let's get the win against an always high-rated Palace. And Palace look like they've got a stronger team than ever. Eze, Bebu, Abel Ruiz, how can it be? As I think, actually, before the game, I saw them matched us with formation. With Baltade Badaye in net, Matty Cash at right back, Bruma, Schurz and Ferguson at the left. Buta, Fernandez, Eze and Bebu with Ruiz and Wooley, the captain, up front. He's been there ages. But I just don't get it. They're in the Championship and they manage to keep hold of their strongest players all the time. Yes, we've done it with Serescu and Harper for a while, but Doig, all those that were really good 80 rated were snatched away from us straight away. I just don't get how they do it. Yeah, as for them matching us up, you can see it. It's blatantly obvious. They haven't really played this way, I think, for the majority of past seasons. I think they might have gone to it in the first game against us, but I might be wrong there. So maybe it's us copying them, as we want to get on the front foot and are trying to do here. But that's a terrible ball. As Abel Ruiz now has the ball across to Buta. That's a poor ball, and Serescu to just heel flick that away. It's Dowell now. Going to try and get it into his old position on the left mid that Osborne now occupies. Round to Semenyo. We could do with a lead in this game. It would be massive as Camponzano tries to thread it through. Still got the ball with Dowell though, who turns out gives it back to Semenyo. Round to Camponzano again, who isn't facing the right way. And we really want to pile the pressure on. Kieran Dowell here. Gives it out to Camponzano as well. It's Semenyo. Back all the way to Dejan Serescu. Now in the middle to Camponzano again, quite free. I see Osborne on this wing as well. If he could do something in this game, he's a bit unproven, isn't he? He's been playing in the defence that never got touched at the start of the season. And then a long injury, and now he's in his favoured position, and I want to see what I can get out of him. Wooley, though, with a 1-2. Mola selects it and gets rid of it as Camponzano has the ball now out to Serescu. Can we get a whipped-in ball here? It's poor. It's a handball. Camponzano to have it now. Semenyo with a good run on Dowell, and it's missed. Oh, that's a big chance. That is a big chance. Gone Kieran Dowell over the bar. Great football, I've got to say, from the boys. I really liked how that went as Dowell now has it again. Shrugs a bit of a man off and tries to put it out to Osborne, who just, I don't know. I don't think it's his fault. I think the balls over the top are just getting read by that right back who's playing really well. Matty Cash, as we've still got the ball here. Osborne tackled by him again. How's our right back going to do? Actually, it's not going to go to him. It's going to go through to Serescu, which is actually a decent ball. Didn't mean it. But we've got it now as Dowell. We're going to try and do what I've been doing all game and this time succeed with a chipped over the ball to the left midfield. Semenyo now with a great turn into Camponzano with another turn. Tries to hit it and it's blocked in the box. No arm involved as well. Usually I hope for a handball in that scenario. Just not getting the look there. As Abel Ruiz now has it onto Fernandez, onto Wooley. It looks like Crystal Palace are going for a bit of a counter here. Eberiche Eze with good skill. Mark Gehi with a great tackle. We're still going to get rid of that ball. It's still not gone. as Serescu finally gets it out. Only as far as Tyreek Mitchell, though, who I didn't see come on. Has he come on? I don't think he started, did he? So, yeah, he must have come on for maybe Ferguson, as Camponzano now has a chance to come away. 40 minutes in, it's level, and I'd say we'd been on top, but a big chance for them to try and do something there. Serescu with a dummy run behind, as we've chipped it out to Osborne as well, with Mola on the run. Semenyo, I like that move as well. Can we score on a counter now? It's an open game. Into Hove. Camponzano in the middle, free! And we do score! What a big goal that is for Grimsby Town against Crystal Palace. It's 1-0, and it's a goal just put across the net to Victor Camponzano. How fitting. Being the top scorer all season, and what a well-worked move that is. From the back, from their chance, all the way to the other side, and Victor just had to left foot that in. Keeper, I'll try, was never getting across to save that. And we have the lead at home. We are going ecstatic on the sideline because that is huge. Still, I'm trying not to get carried away with it. I'm still trying to be quite calm because I want to be playing the way I know we can play and not bottle this game. So at half-time, we lead 1-0 against Palace. I don't care about Fulham at this moment in time. Promotion is my concern. Winning the league would be, of course, great. It's a big trophy, but just let's get up. It's even more important than getting up. Let's win this game because we've got to take it one step at a time. The next 3 games aren't that easy as well, as Abel Ruiz with a good run as well, and it's level straight away. It's level straight away. Their top scorer, second top scorer in the league, Abel Ruiz, with an instant reply. And boys, half time, I was full of praise. I was feeling promotion party in the veins, but no, straight through again. And Fraser Forster, it was a great dive. I don't blame him at all. I blame Ivan, who should have caught him up, but still, it's a team game, innit? And we've conceded straight away. All that build-up, all that pressure in the first half, gone to just one ball through the middle. Just a through ball for him to chase. Our goal was so well worked, and now it doesn't mean anything. So, got to try and fight for another one. Going to still try and pass it out, although that is not good to start off with. Woolley turns us straight away as well, as Crystal Palace really look up for this second half. Up towards the man making the run there, but Stacey cuts it out. Now out to Osborne for us. And we need to try and do the same to them. Put pressure on. Out to Osborne. It's a good touch. We've got men running at the front post. Semenyo with a header. And it's past the front post. And now Matty Cash putting the pressure on Osborne. But we have it with Johan Hove, who goes wide to Dejan Serescu. In the middle now to Semenyo. I saw the right back free, but he does look kind of marked as well from Bibu. As we're going to try and get this out to Hove. That's a good pass back as well to Stacey. Back in the middle to Dejan. Am I going to take the angle or pass it? I tried to cut back and then pass it, and he put a really well-timed tackle in there. I thought he might have took us down, as this ball's going to stay in play as well. Might get he to deal with it. In the middle to Ivan, and we've got to try and put the pressure on again. Serescu, make a run down that right-hand side, as we're going to use you as a decoy. Semenyo to go to the left now. Hove, the ball over the top to Osborne. Semenyo through the middle as well, goes towards the back post. Camponzano! Just wide. I am enjoying the fair share of crosses, though, in this game that we're pulling off, as it is still level pegging. Buta now in the middle. Fernandez. It's a ball straight through. Matt Gehi with a great tackle there. And that's the second one he's had to make this game. Palace behind on the back foot, but once they get a chance, they don't half try and take it. Their strikers are straight on it, which ours aren't really. Then again, I'm going for the crossing game today, and it has kind of worked, as Serescu, if he's onside, which he isn't, might have been a decent move. And 15 minutes remaining in this very, very important fixture at the end of the season. Abel Ruiz with it now, looking for a pass, and that's a sloppy one. Right, we need to pick up on this. Semenyo, make that run through the middle, although he's got men marking. This is a big chance, this. They've messed up. Let's try and take advantage. Semenyo over the top. Semenyo, and he scored! We have took advantage. It's 2-1 to Grimsby now, and that could be it. 11 minutes to go. Antonio Semenyo with a huge goal for the club. Oh, look at the fans, they're going mental. People turning and jumping on the chairs, as that's a glitch out from the celebration. I don't care. What a goal it is as well. On the turn, on the volley, bang, straight past the keeper Altre, who is not catching that. And we lead 2-1 for 9 important minutes. Let's just keep hold of it now. I am going to keep on trying to go forward. I don't feel like it's guaranteed if we sit back and defend. So Osborne climbing through the middle. Camponzano now out to Serescu. 5 minutes on the clock, which is good for us, as Serescu gives it back to Camponzano. Can we try and wrap this up? Hove into Semenyo. Camponzano with another run. Back into Semenyo here. Goes to full-on belt it as 3 minutes. 3 minutes is what is left. Benteke's thrown on from Roy Hodgson as now Sarescu loses it to Eze. Christian Benteke's in fact gone on that wing. That's what I feel like Palace have got wrong themselves, just playing players out of position. Now Bebu is back in the middle. Good tackle though, and there is 3 added minutes. 3 added minutes where we must get forward. Dodgy pass though, Dayan, as he's got the ball again now. He's got an overlap from Stacey on the right. He's going to go for that. Jack Stacey to whip it in, just a bit behind players, but still. Half a minute to get to the side of the field. Not enough time for Crystal Palace. The whistle should go. Tyreek Mitchell, and it has gone. What a big win for Grimsby Town. 2-1 at home against Crystal Palace in third. Now, we have a gap of 5 points over them. It is still catchable. But if we keep winning, they have to win literally every game. Now, they have to win every single game. And we have to lose them all. So we are in a very good position. And after the bottles of last year, that is a huge, huge result. 5 points over Palace. 3 games left. I mean, if we win the next one and they win it, it will still keep on going the pressure. But if they don't win the next one and we win it, we are into the Premier League. What a big win that was. And as for Fulham, I said they were a good team this year. I did. You guys saw I'd said I'd think they'd win the league, and it looks like they will do now. Although we can still try and catch them. Who knows? That's more possible than Palace catching us, I hope. As Norwich City are up next, though, we're going to play this one. We are in second. They're in fifth. They'll want to cement their places in the playoffs. So, if we lose this and Palace win, the pressure's back on us. We've got to be careful, as we're going to have to play the same team. That was a great performance. Still got players injured like Pope, of course, and Wing. So Forster's in the goal. Stacey, Gehi, Ivan and Mola in the defence, with Osborne, Hove, Dowell and Sarescu making up the midfield for Camponzano and Semenyo, who scored that glorious goal in the last game, are making up the front two. At home again, should, fingers crossed, be a win with the form we're on. And Norwich City. Tim Krul is the goalkeeper. Balimumba, Crespo Pieta, Rocky Bashiri and Sam McCallum of the Jamie Vardy Academy in the defence. Bisioli and Sorensen making up the 2 CDMs. Sabi, Leitner and Todd Cantwell, with Adam Ida. Again, we've got to be careful against these. No, Todd Cantwell and Adam Ida are really high rated. Had a look at signing them both, but of course, the Premier League quality, and we did not get to the Premier League in the end. So, with a win here, let's try and make it one step closer this year round. And here we go. Norwich City getting the ball stuck in our box for the start of the game, but still, we're going to try and come away with it here. Kieran Dowell with a turn pass onto Dejan Sarescu. Let's try and take the fight to them now, shall we? Poor pass from Victor. I mean, we drew against Barnsley. Beating Crystal Palace, yes, is a big step for us, but we drew against Barnsley. So I still know we can drop points against teams below us. And these aren't 21st. These are actually 5th, so they're doing decent. Going to be another harder game than I think I initially thought, as they're proving to be here with good passing. And that could have been a whole lot worse than it was. As Christian Molat to get us back underway. Good bit of passing there. Mark Gehi threads through that gap onto Mola. Now onto Dowell. Got a run of Camponzano trying to be made in front of us, as Dowell's going to keep on going with it. Now chipped over the top towards Ben Osborne. Good touch in his path. Can we cross it? Can we do what we were trying to do all game last time out, as Bashiri has to put it over? Good pressure. Now it's time for a cross. Dejan Sarescu towards the front post, and it's over again. And Jack Stacey here with the ball down the line to Dejan Sarescu. Passes it backwards to Kieran Dowell. Now Sarescu again, down the line to Stacey. I see Semenyo making a run there. I don't know if he's onside or not, but he's headed it in. And it looks like he is onside. Right, we take the lead. Norwich, of course, had a bit of pressure on and one shot, but that isn't enough to stop the mighty Mariners. And, of course, this guy who's getting a bit too close for comfort to the camera there. Come on, Semenyo, back off of it. I know he wants to be in the limelight, and he kind of does deserve it, to be fair to him. He has been excellent so far. Since we brought him in, he's played out of position on the wing, and now he's the main striker, and he is doing fantastic. Antonio Semenyo, take a bow. And take a bow everyone else. This has been great so far. Stacey there stops the ball in its tracks with, I don't know who that was charging forward. It's Dejan Sarescu now. Look at the pace this guy has. He's going to be missed, you know. He's really kicked on at the end of this season. He's really going to be missed when he transfers out, as he puts it into Camponzano, into his path, and Tim Krul with a great save. I thought that was another goal. That was really good play from Dejan and Camponzano, as the ball spreaded through here to Dowell as well. And it's blocked. And here is Osborne on the ball. Gives it in towards Hove this time. Let's try down the middle for once without a cross, as Semenyo's going to get on the end of this. It's Semenyo against the keeper. He loves a chip, does Semenyo, and it kisses the crossbar as it falls over the line. This guy is insane. Antonio Semenyo, what a player this guy is. Chips it over the keeper, just kisses the crossbar on its way down. And we have another goal. That is glorious. On for a hat-trick. Already got the brace. However, Norwich City looking for an instant reply. And oh, Leitner just sends it wide. That was a rocket, that. Didn't expect that to come in at the goal as Matt Gahey tries to turn and pass there. Maybe I should have held on to it for a little longer. As Bisioli now gives it into Leitner. He's got a man behind him. Doesn't use him. I see something in Norwich as well. A lot more skill moves than any other team I have played. As Bisioli gives it back. We're in added time of the first half. Onto Sabi. Gives it back now to Sorensen, the CDM. They're just going further from net, though. We are putting the pressure on them. However, Adam Ida, he can easily turn. He always gets a penalty against us in games, and we're going to make sure he doesn't this time, as he's keeping hold of the ball very well. Matt Gahey with a knock away. Ivan doesn't clear it, but the final whistle, or half-time, second time today, has been blown. And this time I'm going to look at results. Yes, I've got to keep calm myself, but I want to see how, of course, Crystal Palace and Fulham are doing. Where are they? Fulham are 1-0 up. And Palace, it does not show. Maybe they've played after us. Or maybe they've already played and they haven't seen. Maybe they've already played. If they have done and they haven't won, we're promoted. I don't know what the fact is, but just an incentive to stick in my mind that they've already played. As Adam Ida keeps the ball away from us there. On to Sabi. Norwich City coming out in the second half, like most teams do when they are losing, with a bit of intent, but we've got to kill it off immediately. And it looks like we might actually struggle to do so here, because it's really good passing. Sorensen round to Adam Ida, shot, but Ivan is in the way to block that. Now Camponzano backwards to Osborne. Can we get a run on anywhere? It's Osborne going the long way around. Now I'm going to pull it back to try and spot a run, which has unfortunately not occurred. However, Semenyo through the middle again. He's on a hat-trick. Blast that in, and Tim Krul take a bow. I will respect keepers for making them kind of saves. That is an amazing one. He's punched the corner as well, only as far as Johan Hove, who's going to strike this. And it might take a deflection down to Semenyo, who heads it and actually does score. I was expecting to say he will not get there, but he does. And it's a hat-trick. Used him in the thumbnail yesterday. What an idiot, Max. You should have used him today. What a hat-trick, but what a shocking clearance from the defender there. And Semenyo loops that header past Tim Krul. It's really powerful to say it's just directly falling from the sky. That is great stuff. And there's still 30 minutes left to play. 3-0 now. And Norwich City haven't been bad. They honestly haven't been bad. It's just they've been humbled, I think, by the better team, like Stoke or last time out. Although they could have one back here. It falls to Adamide and Mike Gahey, though. Our defence is too strong for this league. And Norwich City here with a chance in the box, though. That's a great ball. And Leitner scores. Right, okay. Maybe a bit of a flurry towards again. Don't want to Blackburn, though, where they put instant pressure on as Leitner does score. I think Sorescu went down in the box, though. And no foul was given, which is a shame. Look, he's on the ground. He's on the ground, obstructing the ball, but they still play on and score. Ref, I think you should have stopped the game. So no, it's not going to be a clean sheet for Fraser Forster, of course, on his road to retirement. But is it going to be promotion? Who knows? It looks like we might be on the road for it here. I really hope Crystal Palace have played and not won. I really do. I don't know what the result is, but if the different kickoffs to normal times usually don't happen. Never bet the early kickoff, as Gandhi said. If you've seen that meme, you'll know what I'm on about. As now it's Rocky Bashiri coming forward, who's still got to keep us cool. Camponzano with a great tackle on the defender, and Victor Camponzano to keep on running himself. Semenyo, get out the way, as I'm going to try and chip it back to you now with a header on, looking for Dowell, but it just can't be directed. And only 2 minutes to go now. Kieran Dowell, the ex-Canary, has been took off against his former club now for Joe Lolly, who, I don't know if he's going to retire as well, but to be fair, I don't mean to sound harsh, but I think he should, because I don't think he's getting a wage here, despite if we go up or stay in this division. I don't think he's really warranted it, and we've got young players coming through as Mola keeps the ball here. I'm going to wait to see what the actions are at the end of this game, if there's big celebrations or not, as Hove touches the ball, and there is loud cheers. I don't know if it's promotion or not, as that's a different camera angle, though. It could be, you know. The players are celebrating, which they usually don't do in this save. He's down on his knees clapping. This could be it. I don't know what's happening, but it's showing the boys actually celebrating. They're all over each other. I think it's happened. I think it has happened. Grimsby Town. Yep, they're in the huddle. Grimsby Town are going to the Premier League next year. We have done it. We have finally done it after a season just staying in the Championship. A season where we thought we were definitely going up, and then we actually didn't through the playoffs. For the third season running in this league will be the last. Grimsby Town in the Premier League. And again, I know it's happened. I'm really taken aback by it. Yes, 7 points. They must have played before us. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm not. I'm going to be so greedy. I want to win the league. We've got 2 games left. Swansea and QPR. Easily winnable in my books. They're both right down there. We're going to play them both tomorrow. And hopefully with the stronger team. But again, right now, you can get suggestions some names which are more powerful than ever. For the Premier League, you want Premier League names next. As who do Fulham have? They have Birmingham away in 7th. And then I don't know who their final game of the season will be against. But hopefully it's a difficult one for them. I'm trying to check right beneath my head, which you won't see, I don't think. But trust me, I won't lie. I also have Reading, who are 9th. So 7th and 9th. I think they're winnable games for them. But then again, we've got easier games than them. So maybe the pressure's on them a bit. Semenyo's actually 3rd top scorer, 19 and 30 from Camponsano. 30. The Spaniards had a mad one. And I honestly just can't believe it's happened. Grimsby Town are in the Premier League. We're in the Premier League next season. When we look like we're off into the National League this year, just lost today, Grimsby Town, time of recording. We look like we're off to the Prem. And I'm going to end it here, but I am definitely not ending the season here, as we still want to push on. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with sharing the video. The most important thing, of course. But liking today, get them likes in. We've just got promoted to the Premier League after 5 seasons of this save and 2 seasons in this Championship. We are finally out of this wretched league. Yes, don't get me wrong, it's a great league in real life, but I'm so glad to be out. And I will see you guys all in the next one when we look to try and put pressure on Fulham winning the league, but we're promoted. And that's the main thing that matters. In a bit, and peace.